Hey everybody, Derek here from Addictive Tips. In this video in particular, I will be talking about how to install the Codelobster IDE. So if you know anything about this program, it takes a lot to install on different operating systems. I'm actually pretty proud of this article. I mean, I'm proud of most of my articles, but this one especially because the developers only released this on Ubuntu and Debian, but I have found a way to show you guys how you can install it on Arch Linux as well as Fedora and OpenSUSE. So we're going to do the Fedora instructions because that's the operating system I use, and arguably that one is the hardest to install. So to start off, you're going to need to go to the link in the description, go to my article, and then click on the link to the developer's website. And once you do that, load the Codelobster site, download the package. Let's go ahead and do that. So you can click the download button. Go down to Ubuntu. You can also copy a link location if you'd like and do wget. I didn't tell you to do that in the post, but that's how that works. So once the file is downloaded, we can close the developer website and you can install the Alien package tool. And if you don't know what Alien is, Alien, if we look at the description here, Alien lets you generate packages for different distributions. So in this case, we're going to use it to generate an RPM. So to do that, we will copy this command here and paste it, enter the passcode, and let it do its thing. It's going to dissect the Ubuntu package, convert it into a usable RPM file that we can install. As you can see, it's building it right now with the RPM build app. I haven't had any issues compiling it. The only real difference between the Fedora and the SUSE thing is Fedora, I had some serious problems installing the package because of the dependency errors. The thing is that there are now actual dependency errors as far as I'm concerned because the program works. It's just on Fedora, you can't force something to install with the DNF package manager if there's something in there. But if you look at the Codelobster code inside of this Debian package here, all of the libraries that it needs are basically inside. So it works just fine. I had no problems with it. Now, I'm not a developer, so maybe some of the advanced options don't work correctly, but my testing, it's worked fine. So to install the RPM, like I just said, we're not going to use the DNF package manager, and if you're on SUSE, you won't be using Zypper. Instead, you'll have to use the RPM command line, and you can force it to skip all of the dependencies so we can avoid that error, and you can also force it just to make sure it goes installed. And it will install itself to the system, and then we can launch it up and we can go over the Codelobster app. I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so it's done. Now we open up Codelobster. Now, one thing about this is that it does take a bit to start up, but it does work. I've tested it extensively, and as you can see, app works just fine. I guess that it works normally because you are using it's like a Qt or Java base, but it supports PHP, Perl, Python, QSS, Ruby, SQL, a bunch of different stuff. So if you're a developer looking for a good IDE, I recommend it wholeheartedly. Anyways, that's how you install Codelobster on Fedora and Linux in general. Information about more information about this in this article here. If you want to learn how to get it installed on your Arch Linux box or your Ubuntu or Debian box, please check the description. But for now, I will see you guys in the next video.